Is the U.S. economy about to flip the script? Cathie Wood says the real recovery is just getting started. If Cathie Wood is right and the next phase of the market recovery is even stronger than anyone expects, how will investors who stay on the sidelines feel when the rally broadens out?
And the controversy between the Fed and the president to really shake markets up. And of course, there has been some volatility. But these are the kinds of bull markets that I think are the most durable. When the market climbs through all of that controversy, it's really signaling something. And I think the things that it is signaling are interest rates probably are coming down. And I think what many people are not focused on in the inflation statistics are the housing numbers, and they get in there with a long lag. We think that the shift or the concentration towards just a very few stocks, which was a very unhealthy bull market, that is changing and the market is broadening out. And I think deregulation is probably one of the most important things that this administration is doing to unleash animal spirits.
You know, you talked about the inflation picture and interest rates. We just had another guest on the broadcast that said the opposite, effectively. He said, look, the economy is humming. It's doing quite well. They wouldn't touch interest rates if possible, and they don't think that they will be.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Well, I think we've been pretty consistent on this idea of we've been through a rolling recession. If you look at housing, which is actually having a little bit of a relapse today, housing plummeted in 2022 when interest rates shot up, and it has not recovered. Manufacturing has not recovered. And so we do believe that they will recover as interest rates come down, deregulation takes hold, some certainty about tax cuts and so forth occur, including immediate expensing, perhaps, of capital goods, which would be very positive. So we think we'll move from a rolling recession into a recovery. But what happens early in a recovery, if you'll allow me to call this that. I know many people think we never went into any kind of slump, but we have sector by sector. What typically happens when you come out of a recovery is productivity kicks in because companies have been very conservative and especially amid all of the uncertainty. So productivity kicks in and actually drives inflation down much lower than anybody anticipates. And I think that's going to happen this time as well.
Cathie, want to talk Tesla, want to talk Elon Musk. He's been making some more public comments again about the quote-unquote big, beautiful bill. He's opposed, of course. But I'm so curious just what you've been thinking as you've watched all of this play out the past couple of months, the politics of it all, the impact potentially on Tesla, his now doubling down on Tesla, but where this all goes.
Well, I think what happened, and this could be considered a conspiracy theory, but, you know, with Trump and Musk so close at one point, and with China, President Trump's primary focal point when it came to trade negotiations at the end of the day, you know, Tesla's plant in Shanghai became a leverage point. So I think they've separated naturally. Now, I think it went a little overboard in terms of the drama. And I think the same is true today. I do think that Elon Musk is getting back to business, and he does want to transform transportation, continue to transform space exploration, really address some incredibly difficult health issues with Neuralink, and introduce productivity the likes we have never seen with humanoid robots. So I think at the end of the day, he'll become very focused on those very difficult problems, and this too shall pass.
Do you think that he's going to be out there effectively financing folks, financing campaigns to primary individuals who vote in favor of this bill? And if he does that, and whatever time and attention that takes and whatever you think about the politics of that, does that impact Tesla or any of the businesses or other ventures that he's pursuing?
Well, I guess in terms of dependence on government, SpaceX, I believe, has $22 billion in government contracts, and really has catapulted the U.S. into the lead when it comes to space exploration. I don't think the president that formed the Space Force wants to change that. And in terms of transportation, of course, we've got a patchwork quilt of 50 states from a regulatory point of view that have to bless autonomous travel. We were thinking and still think that that will move up to the federal level. So maybe that's in question very short term, but we think it makes sense for the United States if we want to be #1 in autonomous travel. FDA is another consideration when it comes to Neuralink. You know, I think what's happening is pretty miraculous if you've been following Neuralink. And the FDA, if anything, I think we've been most surprised by the deregulation that is taking place within healthcare and the desire of the leaders in healthcare to really either cure disease, get rid of chronic conditions. So, you know, Elon Musk is contributing to that cause as well. So, you know, I'm sure there's political tit for tat. That's how these things work out. But Elon Musk is working on the largest AI projects in the world, the largest projects in the world. And I don't think longer term he wants to be thrown off really transforming the world.